All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms, without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, or birth. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. No one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. Everyone has the right to education. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. Well, at least this is what we hope. The war is over. This is freedom. Although we have lost many of those closest to our hearts, we, the refugees, have returned home. All that remain are the memories. As Kosovo rebuilds with the help of the entire international community, we, the Kosovo Center for Human Rights, are rebuilding the bridges between peoples. The hope for the future is in our hands to build, and it must be built on the foundation of freedom and equality for every individual. It is our responsibility to build this foundation. The Kosovo Center for Human Rights was established in July of 2000 by lawyers, doctors, and experienced human rights advocates. Through numerous projects in close cooperation with the community, schools, and minority groups, we are bringing the voices of truth, freedom, and equality into the development of our society.
Because we are your new world.
In October of 2000, the center provided over 150 Kosovare teachers a training in human rights and democracy. These issues were integrated into the central curriculum of Kosovo's primary and secondary schools.
And as we know, the world lays on youth.
The road to a conscious society can be built by an active and educated youth. For this reason, the Academy for Human Rights began in February 2002 with the first generation of 39 students, 15 to 18 years of age.
After the war, when the center was opened, I like to join it because I found this as a way to help to the people who violate human rights, to help to myself, to join more people together. There were wonderful lecturers from all over the world, and I think that they feel Kosovar soul, in fact, and they helped us to learn about every subject, I can say, from human rights, starting from maybe distance learning to the main point that everybody is born free.
Well, thank you very much for having me today. My organization is the National Democratic Institute. What we do is we have offices in about 40 different countries around the world to work with countries that are developing democracy for the first time. So we're very pleased to be here, and in particular, I'm very glad to be in PEA, because I can tell you about 2.5 years ago, during the war, let me ask, how many of you were out of Kosovo then? A lot of you, because PEA was very hard hit, as I know. And I always remembered those times in the camps, a time when you didn't know if you could go home, and you didn't know what you'd be going back to if you did. And so really, I think it's a miracle that we're all here today, and we're all part of a new democracy.
We are going to talk about how we can transform socio-economic and political realities. Your brain is going to be like this. But if we have a good organization, a democratic organization, by which all our capacities are taken into account, our resources are pushing towards common objective, then we can achieve our capacity.
Çfarë është liria? Ne kemi synuar lirinë dhe kemi hecur në rrugën tonë drejt lirisë, mirë po tani ka ardhur koha kur në të vërtetë e kemi praktikisur në një mënyrë këtë liri, sepse kemi kthyer kokën prapë.
I'm a distance learner, so I'm going to share that with you today. What do you think distance education is? Does anybody, any ideas?
Distance
Yes?
learning on net.
On the net, okay.
How do you say human trafficking in let's say Albanian language? They don't care about boundaries. They don't care if it's only Kosovo or Montenegro or Italy or Spain, Japan. They don't care. They don't care if it's only in Africa or only in Europe or in America. They take the people to the place where they can make money, and it is the one of the biggest violation of human rights. You agree with that? Of course, global problems are big. That's why it's called global problem. You cannot really solve just by yourself, perhaps.
Krejt këto luftra të shumta në për cilat ka kaluar njerëzimi vazhdojnë edhe sot. Janë vepër e njerëzve të cilët kanë harruar të mendojnë me zemër dhe kanë filluar të mendojnë me arsye. Dujeni njëri tjetrin, ndihmojeni njëri tjetrin, respektojeni njëri tjetrin, sepse duke respektuar njëri tjetrin në të vërtetë e doni e respektoni vetveten tuaj.
World War II is still the most important war in terms of how we think of the world and in terms of how we have defined what is right and wrong in terms of how human beings interact with each other.
But if you look back in our countries, the development for women has not been very fast. It has taken about 100 years for women to really become politically independent.
We here in Kosovo, we have a lot of cases and examples that families from very high standard, the women there in that family is very bad treated.
Create an equality between men and women in handling the situation, economical situation.
Not just women are to stay home, take care about the children. So this is the attitude that we need to change towards the women.
Allowing the free thought, the free will.
I think that the women's nature is more sensible than men, and if women were ruled the world, I don't think there would be wars anymore.
Upon completion of the 6-month program, the students will receive diplomas. They will then apply and share their knowledge as counselors at the Crossing Bridges Children's Camp, while future generations continue learning through the Academy of Human Rights.
This generation that attended Academy for Human Rights now knows what is to be a man, a human being, in fact, and that every other human beings are the same. And we learned the most interesting and the most wonderful thing. It's maybe our logo, and we started to understand it. It's the more we know about our rights, the less we abuse the others' rights.
If we follow the river outside the bustling city of Pea, we will find ourselves in the vast wilderness of the Rikova Gorge. Here, Kosovar children, Albanian, Bosnian, Roma, Egyptian, and Turkish, came together in the summer of 2001 at the Crossing Bridges Children's Camp.
Well, pick me up with golden hand. Oh, let's sail. Oh, let's tell you to run. Everybody say, everybody out. Well,
in the 3 10-day sessions throughout the summer, 150 children participated. Each day was full of activities, games, performances, making new friends, and learning about how to treat one another with fairness, respect, and love. Here, away from the land we knew, a connection was made between all of us, and we realized that the most important bridge to cross is not the one that connects two mountains. It is the bridge that connects two human hearts. It was hard to say goodbye, but now we can expect the Crossing Bridges Camp every year. The next session starts on July 17th, 2002.
The Crossing Bridges Festival is Kosovo's international music and arts celebration, bringing together artists from around the world in the name of active peace. The 2001 festival was created by the Crossing Bridges Collective with organizational assistance from the KCHR. This year, the 3-day World Beat Gathering will echo through the Rugova Mountains on August 31st, where all will be invited to combine their efforts of social change, bridging our visions for the future into the now.
All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. Let this be more than a declaration. It is our hope that the future reality will speak these rights. that humanity will take responsibility to reclaim the freedom we were born into.
Come and hear the funeral marching. Maybe this is your suicide. Maybe this is more pure than simple. Maybe this is all I have. Oh, whoa, whoa.